Academic programs until 2026. Massive news for international students and job seekers in Canada. Just days after a shocking policy change, the Canadian government has done a complete 180, restoring PGWP eligibility for 178 academic programs that were just removed. But that's not all. Federal jobs are opening across the country, and Ontario residents are getting more money starting July 10. Whether you're a student, job hunter, or living in Ontario, this update could change your life. Stay with us. This video could be your gateway to permanent residency, your next job, or extra money in your pocket. The Canadian government has rolled out several key updates that directly benefit both its current residents and incoming international students. A major highlight is the reinstatement of the Post-Graduation Work Permit, PGWP, eligibility for 178 academic programs, giving new hope to students affected by previous changes. In addition, new federal job opportunities are opening up across Canada, and the Ontario Trillium Benefit, OTB, is receiving a financial increase starting July 10, 2025. If you want to stay informed, don't forget to like, subscribe Travel Tree YouTube channel, and activate notifications so you never miss an important update. Let's break it all down, right now. What changed on July 4, 2025, PGWP policy reinstated. Just over a week after removing 178 programs from PGWP eligibility on June 25, 2025, the Canadian government reversed the decision on July 4, 2025. This means that students enrolled in these programs are once again eligible to apply for a PGWP. The updated policy is valid until early 2026 and even covers students who submitted their study permit applications between June 25 and July 4, 2025. This move has reignited hope among many international students planning to stay and work in Canada after graduation. What is the PGWP and why is it so crucial? The Post-Graduation Work Permit allows eligible graduates from Canadian post-secondary institutions to gain Canadian work experience by working up to 3 years after completing their studies. It is an open work permit, meaning it is not tied to a single employer or job, offering flexibility to graduates. The PGWP is often the bridge to permanent residency through immigration programs like the Canadian Experience Class, CEC. Since eligibility is partially based on your program of study, the reversal of ineligible programs on July 4 is an important update for students seeking long-term immigration pathways. Why the PGWP reinstatement is significant. 1. Renewed career paths. Students in key sectors like healthcare, tech, and business can now proceed with their post-study work plans confidently. 2. Retroactive coverage. Applicants who submitted their study permits during the ineligibility window are still considered eligible, demonstrating Canada's fairness and adaptability. 3. Meeting labor market needs. The reinstated programs align with sectors facing critical labor shortages, helping fill workforce gaps across Canada. 4. Residency path remains open. The PGWP remains an essential first step for those looking to gain PR, especially under Canada's economic immigration streams. 5. Positive signal for international education. This policy update enhances Canada's reputation as a welcoming and reliable destination for global students. CIP codes, what they are and how to verify yours. Every academic program in Canada is categorized under a classification of instructional programs, CIP, code, a 6-digit identifier used by IRCC. How to check your program's eligibility. Locate your CIP code, contact your program advisor or registrar's office. Check IRCC's updated list. As of July 4, 2025, a revised list of eligible CIP codes is available. Cross-verify your application date, ensure your application fell within the eligible window, or benefits from the reinstatement. If your study permit was submitted between June 25 and July 4, you are still eligible under the updated guidelines. Who may be exempt from the field of study rule? Some students do not need to meet the field-specific requirements if They graduated from a designated learning institution, DLI, that is exempt. Their study program was completed before the policy was introduced. Their CIP code was already listed as eligible during their time of study. Always double-check your status on the IRCC website or by speaking with your school's immigration advisor. PGWP Eligibility, which fields were reinstated? If your program aligns with Canada's workforce needs, you're in good shape. The following fields have been reinstated: healthcare, nursing, medical lab sciences, pharmacy, technology, computer programming, data analytics, cybersecurity, business, finance, logistics, accounting, trades, engineering tech, construction management, auto mechanics. Having a program in one of these fields and a valid CIP code puts you on a solid path to a PGWP. What comes next for PGWP applicants? The 178 reinstated programs will remain eligible until early 2026. IRCC is expected to conduct another review before that date. If you're planning to apply, now is the time to act, and ensure all your paperwork is in order. Students who submitted their applications during the ineligible week are automatically covered by the policy reversal. To-dos for international students. Here are key action steps. Verify CIP code, contact your institution's registrar. Match it to IRCC's list, check the updated list from July 4, 2025. Prepare for PGWP application, gather your transcripts, graduation letter, and permits. Apply within the 180-day window after completing your studies. Monitor updates. IRCC may revise eligibility criteria again before 2026. New federal job postings across Canada. In the face of high unemployment, the federal government is hiring. Salary ranges from $57,217 to $141,249 depending on the role and experience. Government roles come with robust benefits, including medical/dental insurance, pension plans, and opportunities for career advancement. Job locations include major cities like Toronto and Ottawa as well as remote or regional offices. Latest government job listings, July 2025. StatsCan 2026 Census hiring. Field Operations Supervisor, $73,798 to $79,511, based in Atlantic Canada and Quebec. Recruitment Clerk, $57,217 to $61,761, requires high school diploma. Field Operations Manager, $113,278 to $131,375, Vancouver, Prince George, Whitehorse. IRCC, Technology Roles. Technical Advisor/Team Lead, $113,343 to $125,914, apply by July 29, 2025. Senior Manager, $113,478 to $141,249, apply by June 18, 2025. Canada Summer Jobs Program, 2025 update. On June 6, 2025, the government announced that 76,000 summer jobs for youth aged 15 to 30 will be created through a $351.2 million investment. These jobs span across recreation and tourism, affordable housing, environmental sustainability. Application deadline, July 21, 2025. Advantages of working for the federal government. Here are reasons to consider a government job. Excellent pay and benefits. Work-life balance. Secure pensions. Job security. Opportunities for promotion. Inclusive and diverse workplaces. Steps to apply for a federal job. Create a GC Jobs profile. Search for roles matching your skills. Submit a detailed and accurate application. Declare for employment equity if applicable. Apply before the posted deadline. Pro tips. Customize your resume using keywords from the job description. Follow the STAR method when answering screening questions. Research the department before interviews. Don't get discouraged, many candidates apply multiple times before being selected. Ontario Trillium Benefit, OTB, gets a boost, starting July 10, 2025. Great news for Ontario residents, the Ontario Trillium Benefit is increasing starting July 10, 2025. This tax-free payment, administered by the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, helps eligible residents offset costs like rent, energy bills, property taxes. The OTB is composed of 3 separate credits. Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credit, OEPTC. Northern Ontario Energy Credit, NOEC. Ontario Sales Tax Credit, OSTC. OTB Payment Schedule, 2025 to 2026. Payments are issued monthly if your total entitlement exceeds $360. If the total is less, you'll receive a lump sum in July 2025, July 10th, August 8th, September 10th, October 10th, November 10th, December 10th. 2026, January 9th, February 10th, March 10th, April 10th, May 8th, June 10th. Who qualifies for OTB in 2025? To be eligible, you must be a resident of Ontario as of December 31, 2024. File your 2024 income tax return. Have a valid social insurance number, SIN. Each credit within the OTB has separate eligibility requirements based on income, age, rent, and region. Temporary residents may also qualify if they meet certain conditions. How much could you get? Here are the maximum annual amounts you could receive in 2025. NOEC, $185, individuals, $285, families. OEPTC, $1,283, adults, $1,461, seniors, $285, First Nations reserves. OSTC, up to $360. Your actual payment depends on your income level, number of dependents, and where you live. In summary, Canada is clearly stepping up for its residents and future immigrants, from reopening PGWP pathways to expanding job opportunities and boosting financial support through the OTB. If you're an international student, now is your moment. If you're job hunting, the federal government is hiring. And if you live in Ontario, more financial relief is on the way. So don't miss out, like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the Travel Tree YouTube channel, and tap the notification bell so you're the first to know when important updates drop. Share this video with friends and family who could benefit, and drop your questions in the comments, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more powerful updates on life in Canada.